Just still from MetLife Stadium. Also forgot to say this in the last video. To quote the great Seahawks broadcaster Steve Rabel, 12s, they're bringing the trophy home. Your Seahawks, Super Bowl 48 champions. Yep, still here at MetLife Stadium. I was gonna take a little walk around it, but also shout out to Bob over there in the bulldozer thing, lifting those little things up. So check this out. Before we took the pictures that I just posted to the community, check this out. He gave me some of these leftovers from Super Bowl 48, these leftover souvenirs that they just had in storage over there in the stadium. Check it out. These were stuff from that Super Bowl. Pretty freaking cool. Without further ado, let's go take a walk around the stadium. Let's check out the stadium, the site of where the Seahawks won Super Bowl 48. So this is MetLife Stadium, home of, you may also know, home of the New York Giants and the New York Jets, which they went 50-50 on the stadium, which the last stadium they both played in, Giant Stadium, was mostly for the Giants, not really 50%. Granted, both teams shared a stadium, so when it was time to say goodbye to Giant Stadium, they both pitched in and went halves on MetLife Stadium. And now basically, like, whenever a team has a home game, they put it in the Giants colors and they put it in the Jets colors when it's a Jets home game. And then when the team plays each other, you know, I mean, the New York Bowl, the MetLife Bowl, depending on who's the home team, so they go with whatever since it's 50-50. But still, I mean, I wish I could go inside the stadium, but we can only walk on the outside of the stadium. That's the Pepsi gate right there. So I bet you this must have been the gate where Norbcam entered Super Bowl 48. I know Mark Collins went to this one too. My old boss from when I worked in Bellevue, Josh, he went to this Super Bowl. And also another interesting fact, the Seahawks are 5-0 all time at MetLife Stadium. They have never lost a game in the stadium. The first game they ever played was the year the Giants won Super Bowl 46. And we beat them with Tavares Jackson and Charlie Whitehurst. Brandon Browner's pick six basically sealed that game. That was our first ever game in MetLife Stadium. And that was the year that the Giants would beat the Patriots in Super Bowl 46. Then our second game here was during the Super Bowl season, which you could basically call it the Super Bowl pre-funked. This is where we shut out Eli Manning and the Giants 23-0. The year that we won the Super Bowl. And Michael Robinson had that epic pregame speech in the huddle saying, take a good look at this place, we coming back. He's like, believe that shit, man. Let's get that dub and go back to Seattle. And there was a tip play which Richard Sherman tipped an interception to Earl Thomas way before he obviously in the NFC Championship game back at CenturyLink Field, which I was at, when he had the epic tip against the 49ers, tipping it to Malcolm Smith to send us to the Super Bowl back here in this stadium. Whew. Yeah, this thing is huge, man. It's a big stadium, man. MetLife. Oh, the wet paint. Sorry. Yeah, guy over here painting the yellow thing on the sidewalk. But yep, this is MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants, home of the Jets. But most importantly, the site of the greatest win in the history of the Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl 48. So yeah, man, I'll tell you what, I hope one day I get to come here for a road game for Seahawks versus Giants or Seahawks versus Jets in the future. And yep, this is the jersey I had on the night that we won it, the original Sam Dog #2 jersey that my dad got me way before Pete upgraded me. And over there, that's actually the Giants' training camp area. Their training camp area is right next to MetLife Stadium. Yeah. I don't know if I can get a good angle of where to see the New York City skyline, but we'll probably get over there soon. But yeah, the guys that gave me that leftover Super Bowl souvenirs said that I could basically hang around, keep my car parked in the area, and walk around the outskirts of the stadium. It's too bad there's no tour. I would love to go inside this thing, man. This is a big stadium, man. You know, yesterday I was out in Philly, so I showed y'all a little bit of Lincoln Financial, including the Nick Foles Philly Special statue. Wow. So yep, this is MetLife Stadium. MetLife Central, there's some with the Jets logos on the side. Can't see it, but wow. Jets and Giants. Oh, man. MetLife Central. See if we can walk around the entirety of the stadium. Plus, also, I gotta go to Yonkers a little later and pay my respects to DMX. Oh, also, this is the site of Hot 97 Summer Jam, the rap station here in New York, and one of the biggest ones out there, nonetheless, man. Whew. All right, just. Yeah. I knew I had to come out here when I made my trip out here. I made it a plan to come see this stadium, the site of the greatest win in Seahawks history. There's the Freedom Tower deep in the distance. The Freedom Tower is deep in the distance right there from New York City, so you got part of the skyline. I think that American Dream thing over there is a horse racetrack. This is the stadium complex. So a bunch of other stadiums. I think another one is where the Nets used to play before they moved to Brooklyn. The Izod Center is near here. Wow. But yeah, let's continue to check this out. Could you imagine if they had tours going on right now? It just sucks that we're in the middle of a pandemic. Actually, I think that might actually be a mall right there, the American Dream. I think that's a mall. Whew. Wow. But yep, I'll never forget that night watching back in Renton, watching Super Bowl 48, seeing Percy Harvin take that kickoff back for the touchdown. Oh man, I gotta see you all in here. What up, Brandon Rogers? See you came in here to check out my stream, walking around the stadium. Oh man, there's the Verizon gate over here, which obviously my phone is Verizon wireless too. Filming on an iPhone, the cheap way. But hey, as long as I can go live, I'm good. And I appreciate all of you guys for coming in and still supporting my channel over all the years that I've been doing YouTube. And I've made basically a major shout out to NorbCam for, you know, helping inspire me to even jump in this game. I know, sorry about the times have been slow and I haven't really been getting a lot of videos up lately, and thankfully I was able to get some videos up while I've been out here, especially when I was over at Queensbridge Park by the projects back when I first got in on Saturday. Times Square is really lit at night, man. A lot of action over there too. Yep. Whew. I think MetLife Stadium, for how big this is one of the other big. I know FedEx is the biggest stadium in the NFL, other than, you know, SoFi Stadium and Jerry World, which I know Jerry World, I think it's for like a capacity size to why they said that FedEx Field was the biggest in the NFL, and this is like in like the top 10 of the biggest stadiums in the NFL. I mean, the Jerry World being able to fit 100,000 people in Dallas is still something, though. I gotta go to that stadium someday too. Here's the little map of the plaza level. We're here on the plaza level. Looks like we're in the plaza level of MetLife Stadium. The MetLife gate entrance, Verizon gate entrance, SAP, Bud Light, Dilly Dilly. My go-to beer is Bud Light. Woo! Looks like there's a worker taking care of some stuff over there inside. Oh, man. Yeah. Wow. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to go around get out from around the fence stand if I want to see more of the stadium. Sorry about that. Whew. Alright. Still see the MetLife right behind me. Yeah, we haven't even gotten all the way around it yet. That's the Izod Center over there, I think. That's that arena. I think now they use it, the inside of it, like a movie set from what I've heard. for like a for where they film a TV show. Forgot which one, but screw it. Wow. Ooh, weather's nice. I think it's in the 70s right now. There's the SAP entrance. What was your favorite play from that Super Bowl for Super Bowl 48? Mine, I would have to say, personally, I loved when Cam Chancellor blasted Demaryius Thomas. That hit set the tone for that game. I would say that hit set the tone for what our defense was going to do to Peyton Manning and that Bronco defense and that Bronco offense that night. I mean, they were the highest scoring offense that season, and we were the best defense, and we just shut them down that night. Never forget that. Go Lawn. Thank you for saying go Lawn. Like taking a pass. Thank you for social distancing from other parties. Go Lawn. They're doing COVID vaccinations in some other parts of the stadium parking lot. Here's the SAP entrance. The SAP gate. There's a plane making its approach into Newark Liberty. And it looks like this is the train station where most of the fans would have gotten off to go to the Super Bowl, or fans going to Giants and Jets games. But this is probably the train that Norbcam and Mark Collins and a bunch of my other friends that went to the Super Bowl got off of just to go to the Super Bowl that we won here. Probably the greatest moment after winning that Super Bowl was seeing our late owner Paul Allen hoist that Lombardi trophy. That was one of the greatest moments ever that I'll never forget, seeing Paul Allen hoist that trophy and the satisfaction on his face. Just that smile that we finally accomplished it and brought home our first Lombardi trophy. Then of course seeing Pete Carroll holding in saying, we take this trophy back, and everyone here knows, all players know, we take this trophy back to the 12th man. An unbelievable spirit, an unbelievable group is their trophy. And then Russell Wilson coming up there, and then, man, I'll tell you what, that was just so incredible when Percy took that kickoff back to start the second half. This is the only Super Bowl, basically, in this stadium that we scored 12 seconds into each half, starting with the safety, which you may remember from my video at Trufon's bowling event when Cliff Averill said, when I was interviewing him, he said, I got the fastest score in Super Bowl history, that's all I know. And by the way, Malcolm Smith still owes Cliff Averill and Cam Chancellor part of the Super Bowl MVP truck that Malcolm Smith got. I'll still remember that when I asked him about the play that he made to force Malcolm Smith's pick six. He's like, oh yeah, it was just a simple bull rush. I was able to hit the arm as he was throwing it. Malcolm caught it, housed it, and he owes me part of the MVP truck. That part was hilarious when Cliff Averill said that. It's like, so Malcolm Smith, if you're out there somewhere, listen to this video, you still owe Cliff Averill part of that Chevy Silverado that you got as the MVP for Super Bowl 48. I had to mention that. But that video is on my channel. You just type in Mark Trufon bowling events, Sam Dog, the infamous 253. It'll pop up. Trust me, it's there. Bud Light, dilly dilly. The Bud Light gate. Whew, this is a long freaking walk, man. That's the horse race track right there. Wow. Cannot wait to get back in the stadiums again this season. Cannot wait to especially get back to my seat back in Lumen Field for the Seahawks games in the south end zone. I can't wait to get back to the tunnel. Cannot wait to get back to my team's tunnel to pump the boys up. Yep. At least I'm getting some exercise though by walking around. This stadium is huge. Whew. Man. This is where I drove in to enter the parking lot over here for the stadium. That was so cool. That guy, Bob over in that bulldozer and that bulldozer that he was driving. They go over there, and he said that they had some leftover Super Bowl 48 stuff from that time of the Super Bowl before the game was played, like the souvenir stuff, and he gave me some of them. That was pretty freaking cool, man. And I know Lori, one of my other friends from back home at the Seahawks games, it just sucks that when she shipped me that thing, she actually got some of the confetti that night and the seat cushion from that, and she actually was able to get some of the confetti from that Super Bowl from when we won it. Oh, man. I'll never forget that night that I went up to, after we won the game, going up to Seattle, celebrating in Pioneer Square. That was an epic celebration for the 12s. I'll never forget that. Woo! Yep. That's the Bud Light gate, I think. Ooh. Yep. Yep, just walking around. Yeah. Whew. This stadium is huge, man. It's taking a lot out of me just to walk around the entirety of it. Holy. Yep. How's it going? Just checking out the stadium. The site of where my Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Yep. Oh, I got a dog in there. Doggy in there. This is the Bud Light gate. I guess, no, not the Bud Light gate. That's just where the trucks drop certain stuff off, like maybe the concessions where they offload the stuff, or is that the team gear area? Wow. That's so good. So who's all in there in the chat? I want to see who's in the chat. Yep, 206 Legend. This was our championship home, MetLife Stadium. Yep, our championship home of Super Bowl 48. Greatest win in the history of the Seattle Seahawks. And plus, we've still never lost a game in that stadium. We've never lost a game. All the times we played at MetLife Stadium, we've never lost a game in this stadium. We are 5-0 all time. Obviously, these are the wins we had there. We beat the Giants the year they won Super Bowl 46. We beat them the year we won the Super Bowl before going back there to... So yeah, we beat both the Manning brothers in this stadium in the same season before beating them both in our home the following year. And then also, we beat the Jets here when they had Ryan Fitzpatrick here. I remember that. And then the fifth win, we beat Eli Manning in 2017. The only year that we missed the playoffs with Russell Wilson. So we are 5-0 all time in this stadium. It's like, there's just something about MetLife Stadium. We just always play good here. This stadium is like our home away from home. That's how good we've been playing in MetLife Stadium every time we came here. Anyway, I'm about to shut the video down. I just walked around the entire stadium, so catch you on the next one. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always,